How to set up the weighted total. So first off, I'm going to hide this total. The total is not weighted. The number will confuse my students, and yet something needs to have this green check mark. Otherwise, people can't check their grades from up here. Students often check it from here or their iPhone, and it won't be visible if something's not green check mark. It doesn't matter if it's the weighted total or the total. And that column can be hidden, which we're about to do. So the downside of having a green check mark is I cannot quickly hide it. See how I can quickly hide the weighted total? I can go hide from students on off. So for instance, if I'm marking the term paper and I don't want students to see their grades from the term paper until they're all marked, I can hide the column, hide from students on off. But then I also need to hide the column on the weighted total, hide from students on off, until I'm grading it. Otherwise, they can deduce what they would have got on their grade. And then I can quickly show it again when I'm ready. That can't be done with a green check mark. If you click out, there's no hide from students on off here. You would have to go into the column and hide it. And so I don't like to use that on my weighted total. So I'm going to hide the total from students. Now I'm going to temporarily, just for 10 seconds, I'm going to move this check mark onto the weighted total. I'm going to go set as external grade on the weighted total. And then I'm going to hide from students on off on the total. And now I'm going to return to the external grade on the total and then hide from instructor view. So both the students and me as the instructor don't see this pesky total, but I have all the advantages of students being able to still see their grades here and quickly hiding. Okay. Now, almost all my columns are in that if I wanted to put them in the weighted total. But the only one missing is the final exam. It's because I haven't prepared it yet. But I would still like a column to be here in the grade center. The wrong way to do this is to create a column this way, because I'll just have to delete it again when I actually make an online test, if it's going to be online. If it's going to be paper, great, this is how to do it. But mine's going to be online, and so I'm going to go into exams, and I'm going to go assessment test, and I'm going to create the final exam, but just the foothold of it, not the actual questions yet. I'm going to go submit and go OK. I don't have to add the questions yet. Here it is in the list of exams that can be deployed. I'm going to deploy it. I'm not going to choose the time and date. I don't know from the registrar when it is. I'm just going to leave it unavailable to students, which is the default, and submit it. So there it is. And later, when I do want to create the questions for the final exam, I can click the down arrow and edit the test and create the questions then. But now I have it in the very end of my grade center. So now all my columns are in and I can weight them. I'm going to click the down arrow and go edit column information by weighted total. And I'm going to set the display after, or secondary display, which only instructors see, to be the MRU letter grade. And then I'm going to choose all my columns, and I'm going to put in their worth according to what it says in the course outline. And down at the bottom, I can see what the total is so far. And then it adds up to 100%. And then I hit submit. And now my weighted total is set up.